Tolong buka video everyone. You can start doing your lab. Kalau yang dah siap, tunggu sekejap. Saya nak discuss, nak tengok yang lain. Tendensi yang lain. Semua dah ada group untuk assignment 1 tak? Ada tak siapa-siapa yang tak ada group untuk assignment 1? Siapa Ino Okey. Sekejap Siapa lagi selain Ino? Siapa yang tak ada group untuk assignment 1? Okay, Ibnu, can you join group by Rebecca? Ibnu join Rebecca's group, can? Rebecca, you join Ibnu, go inside a group, okay? For assignment 1.
So my group will have 3 people?
Oh, you already have 3,
No, I already have a partner.
Yeah. So it becomes 3 lah.
Yeah, so my group will have 3 people, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look at question 1, yeah? Okay, this is the current code. Okay, so it says modify the program, right? Create an array called myArray, 0 size. So first of all, you're going to have a constant lah, integer size. So you have up here, constant integer size of 10. Okay, so sample here you can change to size 10 because they want you to use the constant size value. Okay, any questions so far? My voice very clear or not clear? Or is it very clear or not?
It's
so far clear.
It's okay.
It's okay.
So far it's okay.
Oh yeah,
so
sir.
Okay, all right.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes.
can I use hashtag define instead of constant?
Hashtag define instead. You mean define this?
Yeah.
The question specifically asks for constant. So you tengok. Dia cakap dekat situ, by utilizing a constant variable size.
Oh, okay.
So follow the question lah.
Okay,
Kalau
sir.
dia tak mention constant, then tak payah lah, you can use define, no problem. Okay? Now, then create a array for my 0 array. So this one is a counter IDX. I bring it down first. I want to create an array. Okay, with 0 value to all elements in this single array statement. Okay, so you basically saying there's nothing here. Okay, and then it says create another new array. So we stop until here. This will be the counter. This is to access the value inside the array called sample. Okay, so that's the counter, and then here you display the values inside the counter, right? So if you want to display the values inside my 0 array, then you can just simply copy this one here. Do that and change the array name to my 0 array. So here you get my zero array. So you get my zero array. And sorry. And copy and then line 23. Okay. So you have these two here. All right, and then create another integer variable that has three. Let me see. Create another new array called my other array and initialize it with three different integer values inside the array. Think of a way to display the content of this array without specifying the value 3 as the number of elements inside the array. Okay. So you create an array. Maybe you give the value as 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then it says, think of a way to display the content of this array without specifying value 3 as the number of elements inside the array. Okay. So let's just copy and paste it there. And change it. Oh, you want to see the value inside the array? Okay, never mind. Okay. So let's just check it first. Load the array sample IDX. Okay, then we're gonna display the array for IDX. And then we're gonna display the array for my zero array. Load array and display the value for my zero array. Okay, so this my zero array actually should be 4. So we use cout, get the value out. Okay, and then this one is to display the value for my other array. Now the question states, think of a way to display the content of this array without specifying the value 3. Okay, so this here has 1, 2, 3 size. So without using that, without using 3. Okay, so how would you do that? You use size of. Size of the array divided by the type. The type, the array. Use that function there. Okay, you have size of array divided, okay, plus IDX, my other array IDX. Execute and compile. Integer my array. There's an error here. It says error braces should scalar initializer for type integer. Okay. It's a warning message, it's not a compiler message. Oh, it's a compiling message. Let's see. Oh, the 0 here. Okay. 0. Okay. The values inside they are all 0. Compile and run. Okay. So now just to clean up the code, put n line to the end. Yeah. Yeah. And then your code, you should get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then a string of zeros, and then 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Tak boleh nampak lah output, sir.
Oh. Wait, wait. Yeah. Give me a second. Wait, yep, here. Nampak tak? Guys, can you see?
No.
No.
Oh yeah, I can see. Can see
Oh,
already.
now can see.
Okay. But the code is still not clear. Just give me a second. Okay. So N line, I think I'm gonna cut the N line here. I will put it outside the loop. Sorry? Wait, I'm not sure why this guy. Oh. Okay. Can you guys see that?
Boleh.
Yeah. But ini pun, it doesn't matter lah. This one actually you boleh go je, tak payah zero. Jadi 0, 10 kali pun tak apa. Doesn't matter, it's the same thing. Okay? You can make this one 10 times. Like this. You compile and run. The same thing lah actually. Yeah? Or you can just put 0, doesn't matter. Okay, any question? Okay, no questions. We go to the two-dimensional array. Okay, the answer is really there. Just ask you to understand. Okay, so how many rows and columns are there? Okay. Okay, they use this hashtag include ponyo because they want to use this get.ch. So get.ch means basically when you run the program, okay, you see this one here blinking, this thing? You enter a character, then you will terminate. Okay, so get.ch is under the library ponyo.h. This get.ch is under the library ponyo.h. Okay? Now, how many rows and columns are there for this particular code? Kevin Chong. How many rows and how many columns for this? Is this two-dimensional array or three-dimensional array? Kelly.
Sorry.
Is this a two-dimensional array or three-dimensional array?
two dimension,
Okay. What are the number? How many numbers of row and column are there?
three rows and three columns.
Okay. All right. So this one represents which row?
Row number 2.
Okay.
Sorry?
Okay. Betul lah. Row number 2. Tapi this should be row 0, row 1, row 2. Kan? Because ini dia punya range. Range is from 0 to 2. Yeah? So this one should be actually row 1 lah. Okay, this is row 0, row 1, row 2. Because if 3 is the size, the range is 0 to 2. Okay? So
Okay.
here would be row 0, column 0, row 0, column 1, row 0, column 2. Row 1, column 1. Row 1, column 1, row 1, row 1, column 2, row 1, column 3. No, 2. Oh, yo. Row 1, 0, 1. Okay, row 1, column 0. Row 1, column 1. Row 1, column 2. Okay. So to display the values, so this one is row 0, column 0. Row 0, column 1, row 0, column 2. Same with this one. Just that this one will be row 1, column 0, row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2. Any question? Questions? Okay. Now have a look at this code, run it, and then I'm going to do you guys have any questions? If you don't have any questions, I got a question for you. Any questions for this one? Daniel, Adiatul, Anu, Shini, and Ami Naufal. Video buka, tolong. Nafsatra Preman, Sebastian Sada, Wong Guanting, Fu Ziyi. Because if I don't see your video, then I don't know whether you are there, And not fair for you to have an attendance when you are not there. Okay, and the others, any questions? Nafsatra Preman. Okay, so if you don't on your camera and you don't have any reason, then I will have to remove you from the attendance list. Amin Aufal, Krista, Ishiara, Islam. Izyan Saklish. Okay. If no question, Amin Aufal. Are you there, Amin Aufal? Where is Amin Aufal? In Syairan, Amin Aufal. Are you there, Amin Aufal? Amin Aufal tak nak working. The mic tak ada. Get ready on your mic, huh? Oh, okay. Kalau lagi, apa ni lagi? Okay, Isyarah. Never mind. Tak payah kalau you ada masalah. Okay, never mind. Fuzi. Are you there, Fuzi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Fuzi. I want you, okay, once you run this program, what is the value here?
$3,200.
Okay. Because why?
Because
Because value here is assigned to what? to assign to the value whatever ball pointer is pointing to. Ball pointer is pointing to balance, and the value of balance is 3,200. Clear? Suzy, are you okay? Faham tak?
Okay.
Okay, is it okay? Understand or okay? Alright, I don't want to
Understand.
answer.
Understand.
Understand. Okay, alright. Never mind. So if you understand, Akuzi, I'm going to change the question and I want you to answer me. Yeah. So if this value, okay, I akan tukar kepada ball pointer, okay. Okay, run this code for me. So can you, okay, why is these two value the same? Akuzi,
Sorry, sir. I can't
why?
see clearly.
Never mind. You just okay. I paste this coding in the chat. You run it, and then you tell me what are the two values the same. Do you see the chat there? You run the code, and then you tell me why the value is the same. Oh, by the way, class, you guys hear me? Tolong download Microsoft Teams from your office, MS Teams, and you also download Zoom. Lately, a lot of lecturers having problem with WebEx, especially today. I'm not sure about your other classes, but a few lecturers having problem with the WebEx. I got this problem a few times with you guys already. Apparently, there's an instability in the connection, lagging. Okay, so in the event that WebEx gives us problem, we're going to change to Zoom or MS Teams. Okay, so please install that and create your account. Okay. Okay, Cozy, where are you?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Where the same?
Because the BALPTR is a pointer, so it store the balance address. And
Okay, betul.
the
And then the
next,
second one?
the second one is obtain the balance address.
So it's the same lah.
The same.
Betul. Very good. Okay, good. Okay, any questions, guys? If no question, I move to the next question. Okay? Next question is basically using a new balance. So basically, you create a new pointer called new balance. Like that. And then basically, new balance points to whatever ball pointer is pointing to lah. So easy. How you say new balance is pointing to whatever ball pointer is pointing to? New balance equivalent to ball pointer. Like that. Okay? Alright. And then you can see out the values lah. So see out the values. Okay, this one I'm just gonna put it like that. Okay, so this one gives the balance, is value, then address of value, then content of ball pointer, address of ball pointer, and then values of ball pointer dereference. So you use the star. Okay, so you copy this one and then you paste it here. Instead of using ball pointer, you use new balance. And then the result is that you get the same thing. The values are the same. Okay. Any questions regarding this? So the main key here is this guy here, and you say this new balance points to whatever wall is pointing to. All right, and then to get the value, it's all the same. Okay, tak Sebastian sadar? Okay tak Sebastian? I cannot hear lah Sebastian. Hopefully all is okay on your side. How about the others? Tan Listia, okay? Alright. Okay. Now, have a look at this code. Okay. Now, Naksatra Priman. Naksatra Priman. What is wrong with this code? Not wrong. Actually, you can compile the code. You see, if you execute, you can compile, you can run. So, okay, yes, you can output. But the convention of programming is not good. The way of writing this code is not good. Why? Okay.
Sir, she said she has problem with her audio.
Oh ya kak. Okay. Muhammad Naim. What's the problem with this code, Naim?
I think that if you choose no, it do nothing.
Okay, yalah. Okay, because the code, okay, memanglah dia tak choose no, to do nothing, because kita tak put the code. Okay? But that's not the point lah. I mean, you can add in a code that puts no. Tapi apa yang benda lain? Okay lah, you're right, Naim. You're correct as well. Because kita tak buat code untuk no. Tapi ada something else kat sini yang you write, yang boleh compile but not good programming practice. Apa dia? Rakan-rakan yang lainnya, tolong Naim.
Is
Naim
it the
punya
pointer?
kenapa dengan pointer tu?
It's not pointing to anything.
Ya, betul Patrick. Very good. It's not pointing to anything. Uninitialized. So how would you fix it? Anesio. Coding model. You like coding model. Coding model. How do you fix it?
So you're calling me?
I call you lah because you macam coding model.
Oh, okay.
I'm just joking, Kevin.
Okay. So
Okay,
since the
macam mana
pointer
kita
is
nak
not,
tentukan? Initialize. Okay.
let it point to something.
Okay, yes. So what is that something? What is
User
that
input.
something? Huh?
User input.
Sorry, cannot hear lah, Kevin. Kuat sikit.
User input.
No lah, not user input. Think about it. It's correct lah. Eventually, see, you turun sini, kat sini cakap, okay. The value of T temperature here, dekat sini kan, is
Yes.
going to point to a dynamic memory allocation inside the heap. Remember I talked about heap in the last class? Okay, ini betul. Dia point to something. Tapi dekat sini dia tak initialize. So macam mana kita nak cakap you point kepada something dekat sini? Apa yang dia perlu point?
Point to
I give
new.
you a clue.
Point to new integer.
Read it here.
Is it the address?
The address apa? You basically peak temperature ni memang point to an address inside the memory already. I give you guys a clue. You remember tak you buat last time ITP you buat sum is equivalent to A plus B. Remember? Ada tak buat? Or sum
Yes.
is equivalent to 1 plus 2. Okay, when you declare sum like that, Apa you kena buat lagi? Mula-mula.
Sum equals to
Sum equals to?
A plus B.
Later. Before that. Ada, cuba fikir, cuba ingat. Itu before tu. Betul, lalu sini. Equals to? That.
0.
0. Maka, temperature ni apa kita kena buat? Temperature tu mula-mula, before the start of your program, you points kepada apa?
0.
0, which is?
Which is
Okay lah, 0 pun betul juga. Like that. Ataupun the famous NUL.
LL.
Betul tak, Patrick? Execute, compile and run, and voila, you get the answer. Betul? Right, any question? Kevin, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, good. Ngawang Chong. Are you there, Ngawang Chong?
Yes.
Cannot hear you. Are you
Yes.
there, Ngawang Chong?
Yes.
Ngawang.
Hello.
You cannot hear the Ngawang.
Hello.
Okay, I'm going to look at passing pointer to a function. Ngawang, please adjust your volume. I cannot hear.
Can you hear me now?
Boleh dengar lah, tapi soft lah. Ngawang, you punya gaming chair tu brand apa?
And that's it.
Fantastic. Oh, very nice lah. I want to buy one as well. Lah. Is it recommended?
I think it's okay.
It's okay. Alright, okay. Saja nak gurang ayu Ngawang. But it's a nice chair. You can see it from the video. Okay, Ngawang. So this question is about passing a pointer to a function lah. Okay. Ngawang, what is this Ngawang? Line 3. Apa itu line 3 tu?
A function.
Ha?
A function.
Mana function? Ni 14 baru function. Yang lain fikir, jangan just jangan diam, sama-sama fikir. Lau Eng Hian. Line 3, okay. Thanks Ngawang. I ask Lau pula. Lau Eng Hian. Apa nombor 3 ini? What is this?
To define a function.
Divide a function? Define a function. Yeah lah, I know lah. Define a
Yeah.
function, but what is it called? Function apa? Okay, Naim, you got the answer. What was the answer, Naim? Function?
Function prototype is there.
Function prototype, betul. Okay. Now, function prototype ni kan, okay. Okay, andai kata you comment this function prototype ni macam ni, execute, compile and run, error. Rebecca, kenapa error?
Because no function prototype and the program starts compiling from top to bottom and they can't find that.
Alright, very good. Rebecca. Program starts to top to bottom. So bila dia sampai dekat F ni, dia tak tahu F ni apa dia. Okay, so that's why you need this function prototype. This is a good programming practice lah. All your functions are upstairs. Listed here. Okay, but this also can be done lah, but it's not such a good idea. That's why you go through all the functions first. Even though you comment this out, you can still execute, compile and run. Because why? The compiler knows that F exists. Nampak tak? Even though you comment this out. Okay? But not a good programming practice lah. This is the best program practice. Okay? So, integer I, a variable. P, pointer. P is assigned to address of I, meaning P points to I. F, how to pass the P? P. Pass to this function F. Okay? Function F receives P as a pointer, but now it is known as J. Pointer J, okay, it says here whatever J is pointing to, the value of whatever J is pointing to. So if this is J is actually P up here, P points to I, therefore the I will be given the value 100. So when you go back up here, you see out I would hold the value 100. Okay, any questions? Rebecca, you got a question for me?
So far, no.
So far, no. Yeah, how about the others? Okay, if you don't have question after this, I got question for you. Okay, have a look at this example. Okay, Izan Alish. Oh, Izan Alish. Very nice name. Okay, Izan Alish. Apa beza contoh ni dengan contoh sebelum ni?
Untuk sebelum ni,
Ya. Basically question part A dengan part B tu apa bezanya?
beza dia tak ada integer pointer P.
Itu ke je? Betul. Integer P ni mana ada integer P? Tak ada integer P. Pointer P.
Pointer P.
Jangan salah. Integer tu pointer. Integer tu type. Pointer is pointer. So, okay Izan. Okay, awak faham tadi kan? Ada soalan tak tadi? Tak ada kan? Okay, so sekarang ni saya ada soalan dengan awak. Apa benda ni? Apa yang dia pass pada function f, Izan?
Integer I.
Mana dia pass integer I? Tengok betul-betul tu.
J.
Dia pass apa? Simbol N ni apa benda? Address, betul. Okay. Ni Faris Venorika, tolonglah jawab dalam kelas. Jangan tulis kat chat. Saya tak perasan kadang-kadang. Dia pass address. N ni address kan? Dia pass kat address. Siapa boleh pegang address? Izian. Apa ni? Sorry. Izian, yes. Izian. Siapa yang boleh pegang address?
J. Pointer J.
Okay. Izian, saya baru cakap tadi. Siapa yang boleh pegang address? Ingat tak? Baru cakap tadi. Siapa yang boleh pegang address? Pointer lah. Pointer pegang address. Ingat tak? Dia nak pegang value. So you pass the address. So J ni adalah pointer yang akan pegang address I. Faham tak? Okay. So konsep ni sama lah. So dekat sini J ni basically akan set dia point daripada I kan. So dia cakap the value of I sekarang ni adalah 100. Tapi dia tak guna I because dia guna indirect referencing. Dia guna star J. Okay Jan? Okay? Alright. Okay, ada soalan? Saya nak tanya based on previous class dengan yang apa ni? Yang sekarang ni, is my voice better and clearer ke last time be better than clearer?
Very better, sir.
Now, this time
Okay,
is
ini because
way more clearer.
Okay. So ini because saya guna PC lain to connect data. So I don't know lah, nanti I check balik lah what's wrong with the connection. So download Zoom tu ya. Just in case. Okay. Now we look at sekarang ni nampak dulu. Okay. Now we tengok calling function with an array. Calling function with an array. Write and study how to implement the calling function with an array. Oh, this one very simple. That. Okay. Maria Hani Katrina. Selamat petang.
Ya.
Okay. Dekat sini, apakah nama function itu? Nama function dia.
Nama function tu?
Ya, betul.
Display.
Betul. Apakah return type function tu? At the
Return
end of the
type.
function, dia akan return apa?
Dia akan return tu apa tu?
Apa tu?
Return I kan
Mana? Return I cuba tengok ni depan
Mana? Oh,
Dia
kosong.
return apa? Bukan kosong, return nothing, void.
Okay, nanti.
Awak ni belajar sains komputer, awak kena spesifik. So void means you return nothing, okay? Betul. Okay. Apa yang diterima? Parameter dia ni adalah satu apa?
Parameter dia satu apa?
Uh,
Satu array.
what is it? Betul. Alright, dia akan terima satu array. So function ni basically akan terima array. So in this code, what it wants to demonstrate is basically how you pass an array to a function lah. Okay? So here is where you populate the array, display, and then you pass the array. So you pass by calling the name. T. Okay? Macam saya panggil Maria. Maria kan? Ini dia panggil T. Macam tu. Nama dia T lah kan Maria? Betul tak? Right? So, okay Maria. Dia pass T ni kepada function display. So, bila dia pergi function display ni, array tu nama apa pula?
Array tu nama num.
Num, betul. Very good. So, it's known as num, this function. Alright, and then in this function num, you're going to display the values inside the array num. And when it finishes, it returns the control. Control, yeah, go back up to main, and then return 0 because it expects a return type of type integer and finish. Any question? No question. Okay. Now, I'm going to paste code. Okay. And then I will ask you a question. So 5D, please do it at your PC, understand it. I give you 5 minutes. Go through the code. The code is already written. You just have to run it and understand how it works. Then I'm going to ask you a question. Okay? Boleh? Alright, 5D. Okay, Tan Xia, get ready. Vincent Chu, get ready. I might call you. Alright. Execute, compile and run. So this is the original content, which is done by this code here. Okay. Now see out nums I and see out the original content. the value, I don't know why the code is like this. Okay. So basically here you populate the array, this part here, and 8, and then you display the original content. Here. Okay, and here you basically you keluarkan nombor dia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you pass this nums here, which is the array, and you pass the size as well to function q. But dekat function tu dia cakap while num is 10. Okay. Now the value of n, what is n? Now n is a pointer. So num is an array. The name of an array is a pointer to its first element. Okay. Name of array is a pointer to the first element. So num pointer. Okay. And then the value of n. N is the point ni kena point dekat the first element inside the array. So the new value is actually n times n. Whatever value n is pointing to lah, indirect referencing. So the first value here adalah 1. 1 times 1 times 1 would be 1. Now minus minus, from 10 it becomes 9, n plus plus. So n plus plus here means what? The pointer address will go to the next memory location. Okay, how do you want to test it out? Simple. You go here, you type cout n. N ni adalah pointer, betul? Okay. You cout n. Lepas tu here, you cout n again. Kita nak tengok berubah tak n ni lepas dia plus plus. Execute, compile and run. You see? First n ni, cout n ni, is this guy here. OX num FFDF kosong. Itu memory address dia. Dia dalam memory you lah. Lepas tu bila you buat plus plus ni, you cout n ni, dia dah berubah jadi DF4 pula. Okay. Lepas tu dia masuk balik loop tu, again dia repeat cout n samalah DF4. Bila plus plus baru jadi DF8. Perasan tak? So the pointer tu yang bergerak. Okay, so bila dia bergerak tu dah jadi 1 times 1, then 2 times 2 times 2, 3 times 3 times 3 dapat 27. 4 darab 4 dapat 64. Okay, understand? Any question? Naim, awak cakap dengan siapa Naim? Cakap Naim. Are you there Naim?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, awak cakap dengan siapa tu?
Ada orang katanya, sir. Rumah saya lagi naik.
Oh, okay, alright. Faham tak Naim? Okay,
Ada faham.
Faham, ada question tak? Ada soalan? Hello guys, ada soalan tak? Naim, ada soalan tak Naim?
Saya dah.
Okay. Okay. No question, I'll go to the next one. Okay, tukarkan value ni kepada 21 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, 91, 101. Execute, compile and run. Dayang Nadira. Are you there, Dayang Nadira?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Dayang Nadira. Value 1, 21, 31, 41, 51 ni, up. It is basically sama tak dengan line 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 ni? Is it because of the line 8 to 12 ni?
Sir, dia besarkan sikit tak output dia?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, jap. Nampak tak?
Nampak.
Okay. Nombor kosong, nombor array, kosong, dapat nombor 1, 21, 31, 41, 51. Nampak tak?
Nampak.
Another way, ini guna index. Ini guna apa? Nadira. Ni, 23 ni. Line 23 ni. Ini guna apa?
Pointer.
Guna pointer. Tapi ini pointer yang ada parenthesis. So, you see, kalau tak ada, see, ini you tengok you punya lecture note last semester on pointer. P numbers ni point to number ni. So, if P numbers, just star P numbers, you akan dapat untuk index 1. Index kosong, sorry. Alright. Parenthesis, campur 1, tadi ada campur 1, you akan dapat 21. So, untuk dapat yang ini, index 3 ni, you akan campur 2. Okay, untuk dapat dekat 0, 1, 2, 3, untuk dapat dekat index 3 ni, okay, you campur 3. Nampak tak?
Nampak.
Okay, so sekarang ni, Dayang, soalan cepu emas ni. Okay, dekat sini, kenapa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
No parent.
No parenthesis saya tahulah dapat baca kat sini.
Sebab pointer tak gerak. Betul.
Ha?
Pointer tak berubah.
Pointer tu tak berubah. So satu ni
Tak bergerak.
Okay. Okay, tak bergerak. Okay. So satu ni dekat mana dia dapat? Satu ni. Where does the value satu dia dapat ni? It has to come from somewhere. Where?
Value asal. Kosong. Index kosong.
Kosong. Kat sini. So the value index kosong adalah 1. Okay. Alright. Katakan betul. Katakan betul. Kenapa star P numbers ni plus 1 jadi 2?
Sebab dia increasing.
Dia increasing by how many?
1.
Okay, yang kat sini pula?
Increasing by 2.
Because ini plus 1 plus 2. Inilah beza ada parenthesis dengan parenthesis, tak ada parenthesis. No parenthesis, it plus the 1 or 2 or whatever value you put here. But it does not go to the next index. So you buat eksperimen sikit. Okay, you ingat output ni kan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ingat You buat eksperimen. Katakan I tambah 5 semua. Okay, tambah 2 lah. Biar value ni semua constant. So you akan dapat apa? Dekat sini. Ni 1, sini akan jadi 3. Kita tengok dekat sini. You see that? Nampak tak?
Nampak.
Bukan di seorang, semua lah. Semua, nampak tak? Ya kan? Okay?
Nampak, sir.
So bila ada parenthesis, baru dia akan traverse the array. Kalau tak ada parenthesis, dia tak traverse. Okay guys? Any question?
No, sir.
Oh. Okay, if no question, one-dimensional array indexing ni you can go through by yourself. V1 ni. V2 is string tokenization. Okay, let's go to this one. Tokenizing problem B1 ni ya. So ada string 80. Okay. Get string. So, fun and run. Enter a sentence. Hello world. So, dipecahkan kepada dua. Now, get string is basically hello world. Okay. To use this function get string, it inside the library tsio.h. So dekat sini dia cakap, okay, ini read character until you jumpa a space. Okay. Or now termination character. No termination character is the, apa tu, dekat hujung sekali lah sentence. Okay. Okay, cakap dekat sini. In a for loop, I equivalent to 0, I plus plus, dia tak ada condition dia kosong. Okay, ini string dia. For J kosong, string I. Kenapa dia buat macam ni? Because dia nak baca the sentence multiple times. Because hello world ni kan, dia akan nak try to get out, dia akan to cut it. Dia akan dapat hello dulu, and then dia akan pergi kepada world. Okay, J kosong, string I. Now the value of string I ni, bila dia jumpa kosong. Okay. And string I, so dia basically either you jumpa apa ni, value kosong, then there is something to be still to be read. You're going to copy string I to token J. Okay. Okay, so you akan repeat H, E, L, L, O. Bila dah sampai di after O tu, you jumpa empty space. You akan jumpa empty space. Okay. So, bila dah jumpa empty space, dia akan exit. Dia akan letak null termination character. Dekat situ. Lepas token J. Lepas tu dia akan print out the token. Okay. So, dia akan repeat balik dan dia akan proses dia balik dia punya WORLD. Okay. So, that is how it basically cuts the string into two. Okay. Now, kita akan tengok kalau dia guna pointer pula. So, ini dia guna for loop lah dalam array basically. So, this is a test. Alright. So, dia akan output the content of the array, which is this is the test. The test kali ni. Okay, this is a test. Okay, ini dalam array. So, dia akan see out contents of the string array. Now, for index kosong, index is less than 20. So, the size is 20. IDX plus plus. Open, close curly braces. Now, if the value of the string plus the index, okay, string plus index is the same as 0, you're going to exit the loop. Okay, break. Sorry, not exit the loop. Exit the loop. Exit the for loop. Okay. Okay, you exit the loop. So there's nothing. Else, the value of string plus IDX. Okay, kalau you remember just now, saya ambil contoh tadi, supaya nampak. Ingat tak kita buat ni? Star T numbers plus 1 tadi, yang saya tanya Nadirah tadi. Nampak tak samaan dia? Just that dia star, string, plus 0. Because IDX is 0 at first. Tapi tadi dia guna plus 1 kan? So bila you buat ni P numbers plus 1, you get the value inside the string, remember? You have to relate it dengan yang apa tu? Soalan ni tadi kita buat, soalan 5B. Not 5B, sorry. A1. This is from A1, Okay. Put that out. Dia cakap bila you jumpa if it's 0, then you're gonna exit the loop. Else, if string index ni, okay, plus IDX adalah sama dengan empty space. Okay, so ini for loop kan? DEHIS, bila ada empty space, you akan keep line. Else, you're going to keep on printing the character. So, bila you jumpa T, huruf T, empty space ke tidak? Tidak. So, dia akan print T. So, dia akan repeat HIS. Bila jumpa empty space, dia akan keluar. New line. Backslash N. So, this dulu. Then, IS. Backslash N. So, that's why dia keluar this is a test. Nanti dia jumpa null termination character dekat belakang. Ingat, this is a test, dekat belakang ni actually ada something else, which is the null termination character. Remember that one we studied last semester? This. Can you guys see that? Alright. Any question? Okay, so I done explained most of it. So I think B2 and B3 you guys can explore by yourself, yeah? Can do as a homework and explore by yourself. Yang penting is up to A1, B1. Okay, the one that I covered. 4, 5A, 5B, those basics you must master. Okay? And then we try to do the complicated one, which is B3 and B4. Okay? Any questions? Isian, okay? Okay, if no question, that's all for today. I'll see you guys next week. Alright, bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.